morning, everybody. Look at this beautiful morning. This is Caesar with Small Engine. What am I recording? Yeah. This is Caesar with SmallEngineVelocity coming at you with another Motovlog. I am riding to work today. This is part of my commute, but it is an opportunity that was an irresistible one to ride my bike to work today. Recently, if you've been noticing from all the other videos and the shorts, I've been complaining completely about how hot it's been. 101, 102, 3, 4, 5, whatever the 100 it is. It's triple digit and you're dying. Yesterday, actually Saturday, Sunday, and now today, in the mornings, it's been like, I think it's 58 right now. Oh my gosh, it's so beautiful this morning. It is nice and cool. I guess this is the beginning of what's more to come when it comes to being nice and cool outside. I just don't have a winter coat, a winter motorcycle jacket. I mean, I have my brother's old leather one, but it's like way too big, but I still can wear it. I don't think I'll have to start worrying about wearing a cold jacket until maybe about, let's say, maybe late November or October. I don't know, whatever. So I was looking at the weather, and I was like, hey, it looks like there's going to be another hurricane coming through the Gulf. Now this time it's starting saying it's going to hit Houston, as opposed to the last time we had a hurricane. It was showing that it was supposed to hit somewhere not Houston, like way down south in like Brownsville, Corpus Christi, or something like that. And then later on it showed up as later on it came up and visited us at the last second, which is the reason why no one was prepared for whenever that hurricane came through. Oh, but man, this is awesome. I mean, that's a big gurgling Suburban diesel. It's an 89 Eddy. Why does that look familiar? I feel like I know somebody who has... Well, that's not diesel. Anyways, I'm distracted again. But, yeah, so cool. It's so cool. And when I cool, I'm talking about temperature, not like, you know, like the Fonzie cool, like, hey, or whatever. But, you know, can't pass up this opportunity. Anyways, so going to work. Oh, look, they got a backpack. There was someone with a backpack. I think they're actually riding to the school. Oh, that's another thing. So my son is not even driving yet. My oldest son, who is 17, or 17? Yeah, 17. And he's 17. That's crazy that he's 17. I remember when he was a little preemie baby and he could fit like in the palm of my hand. Okay, that truck's exhaust is louder than mine. Anyways, what I was trying to say is my son, who is 17, who doesn't even have his driver's license yet, he's been bugging me about if he could have the red bike. And I'm like, well, I have two red bikes. I mean, technically, you could call the Ruckus a red bike, right? And I'm like, I don't think so. I'm like, your first bike's going to be this bike? No, I don't think so. So, in the end, what we're going to do is we're going to fix up the red Ruckus. The Marketplace Ruckus is what where I ended the series on it, and then he's going to ride that around and learn to be a cool guy on a scooter. And really can't give him a ride on it. The seat's not big enough for two people, so there you go. Oh man, I got stuck behind the slow people. Well, not really slow. I mean, going the speed limit. Speed limit's 45, so can't really complain. And I'm not gonna be like those guys I see on the YouTube videos. The YouTubes I'm not gonna be like those guys you see on the YouTubes, sneaking through cars. There was one where I saw a guy who, like, he was actually accelerating, lane splitting, while everyone else was going like 2 miles per hour. Yeah, I saw that and I was like, yeah, there's no way in hell I'm gonna do anything even remotely close to that. Are you going left? Hey, good job on the signal light. I'm gonna give you a high five. All right, here we go. Someone's turning right. Traffic's gonna slow down right here. And I'm gonna get over to the right because they're gonna speed up. Woo, my arms are feeling cold. Like, this is the first time I'm gonna be riding my bike in a while where I'm not sweating already. Like at 7 in the morning, I'm not sweating. Okay, I'm getting a little bit, having a little bit too much fun with the throttle. What is that? Armored trucks? Ambulances? Oh, tree trimmers. And that's what you get for looking at something on there. I was looking at the tree trimmers. Because I was more interested in showing you guys what was going on than my own personal safety when I was riding. I was safe the whole time. Like, I wasn't going to hit anything. But, see, it's easy to become distracted when you're riding your bike. You gotta be vigilant. You gotta stay paying attention. Anyways, I already mentioned earlier that I'm going to do put a new motor in the GY6 Rugged, and then we're gonna see what we're gonna do from there. Because I haven't ridden in a while, and I'm afraid that if I do try to ride it, I'm gonna hurt myself because I haven't. It took a special kind of skill to be able to ride it. Big old red truck. Let's see if we're gonna go next. Oh, you know what? I thought we made it through the school zone pretty easily. Okay, this is a right turn only lane, so there we go. Well, it's not a right turn only, but it ends on the other side, so no one's dumb enough to sit here and wait to go left. Wait and then go left. Alright. We can utilize a little bit of speed today. Burger King! Does anyone remember when Big Macs were 2 for $2? I think I mentioned that already. And then they tried to do that with Whoppers. I think they had 2 for $2.22 or something like that. Alright. Another cool thing about riding my bike to work is my main vehicle is a 2009 Suburban V8. And I literally have to put $10 in gas to do a full day and then to work. So home, work, home, and then to work. That's $10 in gas right there. That's ridiculous. I could put $10 in gas in here, and that's if the gas is expensive. It would be about $10 to fill this tank, and I can ride the entire week, maybe and then some on there. Of course, everyone knows the drawback to commuting to work on a motorcycle is the weather. So you are going to either sweat to death, you're going to freeze, and on those rare occasions like today, with our nice 58 degrees this morning, you're going to have a beautiful morning. Of course, you always smell like the road when you come inside to work. So if your work is where you're facing customers all the time, and it's not a mechanic, like where you have to be smelling good or sneaky people don't get sales or something like that, then maybe you shouldn't ride a bike to work, or you should. It's up to you. That was a Focus ST. I like how whenever people have a turbo and then they drive past the bike, they let go of the gas pedal, just so that I can hear the blow-off valve go off, and they're like, "Ooh, I got turbo," which I love turbos, but. So this is probably the longest straightaway that I have on my route to work. And then there's one light, then we get to the bridge, and then we make it to the little, I call it the rev zone. Sounds cheesy and corny, but it's a place where that I can actually throttle up and make my vroom vroom sounds under there. And I don't know about you, but everybody who has an exhaust or a loud motor or something that they're proud of that goes vroom vroom, whenever you go through a tunnel or bridge or something, you want to go vroom vroom on there, and we are approaching that place now. A long time ago, this road used to just be a four-way stop, but this is their solution to us being able to continue to drive without actually having to stop and keep the traffic flowing for the people that are dedicated to going straight. Anyways, here we go. It's very crowded this morning. It's usually not this crowded. And then, of course, to the right of there is Harbor Freight. We love Harbor Freight. Everybody loves Harbor Freight. Yay! And then you're gonna go right, and then I'm gonna do this, and then I'm gonna put a brake. The brakes. Squeeze, then pull. I like to use an additional my rear brake too in there for the stopping. I learned that in the MSF. By the way, anybody else who's out there who is driving without a motorcycle license, I suggest taking the MSF or the safety course, and then start riding legally. Not that it makes a whole lot of change in the world riding legally versus riding illegally, other than the fear of being pulled over. You do learn a few things in the MSF. Now, I have taken it twice, and I know I've told everyone this a million times before. I took it like in 2012, and then I retook it again in like 2020 or something like that, because, well, for reasons. It was much easier than it was before. You used to have to do the full figure eight. You used to have to do a turn and brake, like an emergency stop in the middle of a turn. I'm pretty sure the idea of a MSF course for getting your motorcycle license isn't to try to pass as many people as you can, but it's way simpler now than it was before. So you should get it before they try to make it harder or something, because it wasn't it wasn't easy, and it wasn't hard, and then it became easy. It was hard, and then it became easy. That's what I'm trying to say. Words, they can be hard sometimes. I feel like I'm going way too fast on a freaking neighborhood street. Alright, there we go. I can stop. I can take a break. Oh, wow, we drove right through it. Oh, man. Some people, they don't have any respect for the law. I'm not Judge Dredd or anything here, like, the law is the law, and then like whatever. Oh, has there always been a fence there? Yeah, there's always been a fence there. You can go as fast as you want. I'm not here to kill myself. Okay, See, where there's the dark oil spots on the road, there's usually a bump. Remember that. Or a dip. 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 Dip, 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 dip. Speaking of the MSF, we're coming up to where I took my MSF class here pretty soon. And it was fun. Of course, I did it in the rain. There's like rain or shine, you're gonna do it. And I did it, and it was in the rain, and you know, it was only a couple of years freshly off of me breaking my arm or my shoulder in a motorcycle accident and having to have it pinned back together and whatever. And we're in the rain, and she's like, brake hard! I'm like, oh, you crazy. You're crazy. You're crazy. You want me to brake hard in the rain on a bike that's not mine, that I'm unfamiliar with. I think it was a Honda 300, a Rebel 300. And I'm like, you're crazy. You are. You really are. There's no way. Turn right. And a ramp. Okay, so here, when you see Specs and Beauty Queen, right there, right there is the thing. And then, are they stopping? They're stopping. Yep, they're stopping. Right there is where you do the motorcycle ridey thing, where you do the testing. Giant parking lot full of gravel and all sorts of stuff. And then full of gravel and rain, and then you have to like ride through it, and you're like, yay! So if you can do that, you win. If you're in the north side of Houston and you want to take a motorcycle class, let me know. I'll give you a referral. Oh, look. Good morning, sun. And not my sun, but like the sun rising. Look at that. It's so beautiful. I don't know how well it's going to show up on my camera. Considering it is a powerful light source in the sky. Alright, we're not making it through. I'm not a skater or anything like that. Or, you know, there's always skate or die from the 80s. Then you have the Tony Hawk video games and Tony Hawk and the Gleaming Cube and all that stuff from the 80s. But skateboarding is obviously still going strong, because if you look around the corner over there, there's a skate park, and it's huge, and it's got like embankments and all sorts of stuff. Now, I know it's not just skateboards, it's those people with the little scooter dilly-wobbers and perhaps rollerblades. Whatever happened to rollerblades, by the way? Rollerblades used to be so cool, and now they're not cool. I used to think that, I used to rollerblade, and we used to go downtown and rollerblade and go up parking garages, sneak up the elevators on parking garages and ride down the multi-floor parking garages on our rollerblades, which, by the way, you can't do anymore because security's too tight. They won't let you do anything like that anymore. But at the time, you could, and it was pretty cool. Look. There's like bowls and curbs and rails and all sorts of stuff. I don't think you have to pay to get into it. Right? So then you're like, oh look, there's slides and stuff for kids and stuff like that. And then you get to the end and you're like, oh, this must be the end. Right? We're at the end. There's no more fun stuff over here. Then you get to the other side of this road right here. Get off your damn phone, dude. You almost drove through a freaking stop sign. Anyway, there's more skate park over here, while this freaking idiot over here was texting, almost drove through a stop sign. But look, more. Even more. And then more. Anyways, if my kids liked skateboards, then that's what we would be doing right now. Alright. This is the part where I actually get to do a little bit of some speeding and stuff like that. Sorry, the guy in the CRV made me mad, so I did a little bit of accelerating. Smart accelerating, okay? I wasn't like trying to kill anybody or myself. Oh, I don't know why people texting and driving make me so angry, other than the fact that one day, with as much as I like to ride, if I could ride as much as I like to ride, I might end up dead because of one of them, or hit, or fallen. So, yeah, I don't want to do that. Anyways, we're over at Greens Point in Hobo Land, so I'm going to go ahead and sign off. Hope you guys have a good ride with me. You know, I just don't want to get mugged with a camera on me, blinking, and then getting them angry at me for recording them because they don't know the law in Texas, which is a one consent state. Anyways, thanks. I'll see everybody the next time.